I'd hoped we would find leonine, but to find that particular specimen is nothing short of a miracle. Have a heart. Guthjon is still reeling from your miraculous find. It's kind of what I do. You know, like earlier when he was like, oh, you're not going to believe what I found. It's like, nah, actually, I kind of will. It's just kind of what happens. I wouldn't believe it had I not seen it for myself. Before you set it in the Talos, would you take it to Magnus? For 3 long years, he's believed she died for nothing. He must know the truth, that her sacrifice was not in vain. We'll take it straight to him. You have my word. Thank you, Guthjon, for all your help. Right then, let's not keep everyone waiting. I can only imagine the look on his face when he sees this. Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's like a, you know, a message from the beyond. Gods, what do we say? Oh. What? Oh, it's you. If you've come to complain about the trolley, you'll find no sympathy from me. I told you before it won't run, and you wouldn't listen. Oh, but it will, now that we have this. Your name is engraved on it, along with your son's. It was a gift from your wife, Magnus. It was a gift from your wife, Magnus. From Agna. No. No, she couldn't have. Agna. Take it. Do with it what you will. Are you certain? It would delay our plans, but... I said take it. It was you who found it. You who needs it. Looking at that stone, all I can see is... Please, just leave me be. I hope you'll be there when the Talos stirs to life. I'm sure she'd want you to see it. Would you do the honors of delivering this to Urianger? Sorry I couldn't be of more help. By the sounds of it, you have a knack for handling strange requests. On the bright side, Urianger taught me a lot about the Talos and their hearts. I think I can help if they need further repairs. Finally, we can move on to Nabatha-Rang, assuming this works, of course. You found leonine? Truly? Then what are we waiting for? Let's get that trolley moving. You what? By the gods, I didn't think it possible. Thou art returned, and with leonine, it would seem. As promised, the Talos hath been made ready to receive its heart, thanks in no small part to Jarek, Thaf, and Minfilia. At last we shall return time to the timeless, this sentinel of stone, that we may press on towards Nabatharang. A rare mineral used to power the Talos in the hills of Amber. Very good. Now, let us begin.
Preparations for the enchantment are complete. When the heart hath been suffused with a sufficient quantity of ether, the golem should be restored to life.
All right then. Whenever you're ready.
Is Magnus going to show up?
It's working! It's working!
There he is.
Magnus!
You left me for this? This wretched heap of stone and rubble? This worthless pile of earth? And yet, I can't. I can't.
What troubleth thee, child?
I shouldn't be here. I don't deserve to be. I don't deserve any of the things you've done for me. I'm just a burden, helpless and hopeless. If tomorrow came and I was gone, it would be better for everyone. Thancred most of all. He'll never admit it, but I can see it in his eyes.
Rejection.
I wish he'd just say it. Just say that he hates me, that he wishes I was dead so that she could return.
None of this is thy doing, child. 'Twas I who set the oracle on her path unto the first. I who condemned you all to suffer these torments. 'Tis my sin alone, and one that will haunt me unto my dying day. Yet I dare not dwell over long on my many regrets, for the world is a tapestry of fates, interwoven and inseparable. And we who strive to better it cannot choose but make difficult decisions. For naught of worth was ever achieved without sacrifice. And thus must man ever struggle to weigh life against loss. the one for whom thou mournest, beareth no grudge. Were she here, she would not suffer thee to languish in sorrow. She would tell thee to seek thine own path, thine own purpose.
Yep. She already
It
did.
is a truth which I myself was slow to learn. Yet a truth it remaineth.
But Thancred still hasn't told her.
Thou needst but have faith. Have faith, and all will be well.
The way I'm seeing it right now is I think just Thancred doesn't want to have to make that choice. I think he thinks if he tells her that essentially Minfilia has given her the choice, but I think the idea of, or the, not the idea, but the drive towards survival would probably have Minfilia make the, you know, make the choice or whatever. And I think, you know, make the choice for her to survive. And Thancred maybe thinks that that would lead her. And he doesn't even want to do that. He would rather just her come to her own decision. But then Minfilia is clearly, you know, like angsty and even depressed with everything that's going on, which it's almost forcing her into a different decision. Where if she at least knew, because I think one of the things, one of the big things with Minfilia is that she feels useless, like she's of no help. She's an anchor dragging behind everybody else. And maybe if she knew that, you know, if she chooses to fight, Minfilia will give her her power. And so, you know, I don't think Minfilia would feel the way she does now if she knew. Although, I mean, she'd probably still feel bad knowing that she would be getting rid of Minfilia. Although I wonder how much she does know, because she keeps bringing up the idea that if she wasn't around, then, you know, our Minfilia would be or whatever. Anyway, so what will you say? Go to her. Have you no words for her? So go to her I take as being more like empathetic. Where have you no words for her is more critical. And I think at this point, you know, I'd go with the more critical route.
Not today.
What is he waiting for? Meanwhile, in the Crystarium. Oh, there he is, peeping. Peeping Tia.
To what do I owe the pleasure that is your extended stay?
Oh, to the tediousness of our hero's present endeavors. That and the insufferable abundance of light in Armorang. I should be glad to keep my distance. Oh, I'm rather fond of sleep, you know. It's a wonderful way to pass the time. Not that my compeers would agree, mind you. Always on the move, the lot of them. Like La Hebrea, constantly jumping from vessel to vessel. Such fire, such determination. So much passion, fleeting and forgotten. Come to think of it, Exarch, I don't believe I've ever seen you retire to your chambers for so much as 40 winks. However do you keep your eyes from closing? The cold shoulder. You wound me, sir. Always so guarded in our every interaction. Interactions you curiously refrain from sharing with the Scions and their champion.
And risk souring your budding relationship? I think not. Much as I dislike you, there are more useful targets for her energies. And I am not in the habit of pointing her at my enemies like a weapon.
Is that right? Fond of her, are you? You continue to fascinate me, Exarch. But tell me, who are you? The once great nation whose ingenuity gave birth to this tower was shaped by my hand. As such, I know full well the wonders it can facilitate and those it cannot. There is nothing in these walls which could have aided you in summoning our dear friend across time and space. Much less in possession of her mortal flesh. Not even I could have performed such a feat.
I see. You had a hand in Alag as well. You would know what I am? I am the adjudicator of the sacred history with which you dared trifle. I am keeper of this tower's boundless wisdom. The wisdom of ages without age, of everywhere and nowhere. The great work of those who tamed the wings of time and grasped the nature of the rift. 'Tis a boon born of the sacrifice of brave heroes who gave their lives for a brighter future. I will not see their hopes and dreams squandered. The history which led us here will be unwritten. I promise you that.
Well, it seems we're both eager to fulfill our duties then.
On that much, we are in agreement.
A lot of questions in that. So how does Graha have those powers? Because I don't recall it ever addressing that, really. I mean, I just assumed all of his powers are gotten from the tower. And obviously the actual time-traveling, relocating part of it has to do with the machine or whatever in it that you know, investigate or whatever in the twinning. but is something there what also gives him the power to pull people from other shards or whatever? I don't know. God, there's something in my eye or something. It keeps bugging me. I'm fine, really. It's just been a long day. Yeah, I don't... To me, it feels like Thancred is just continuing to push this off with talking to her, just hoping that something else will come in and do the job for him. I kind of want to see... Oh, yeah, now that they're all over there, what they've got to say. I must confess you've impressed me. I did not expect the Talos to be in such fine condition. Just thinking about the trolley running down the tracks, gears churning, gods, I can't stop smiling. You've done us a kindness far greater than anything we deserve. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was thinking earlier, I wonder what... Or why the developers, the animators, or whatever, decided with this type of animation. Just the bounciness of it is not something you would really think of a giant, like, stone creature. Just strange thoughts I have. Mine apologies for the delay. Minfilia and I had a private matter to discuss. Which bringeth me to the question, how didst thou find Thancred during your search? He spoke of Minfilia. Of his own accord? I see. 'Tis well that he did, and with such candor. I attempted to broach the subject before. My intention was to ensure no words remained unspoken between them, lest tragedy intercede. A regret I myself know all too well. Alas, in the end, he refused to heed my counsel. A time will come when they must face the reality of their circumstances, but I have faith that all will be well in time. Now, let us not tarry any longer. The Talos and Nabatharang await. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess because that time is about to happen, probably in this next quest. Thank you for watching this video. Tonight's stream was fantastic. We finished off the, I guess, second half of the Amarang story, which is great because it's the whole Minfilia Terrene thing, which is just beautifully done. I mean, Thancred's fight with Ranjit and how that ended is just fantastic. We started on the Calusia stuff, ending right with the big Vothri revelation, and him flying off to Mount Kolk. So next stream will be hitting that up, which is exciting. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this. I hope you did too. If you did, even if you didn't, please like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, if you want to join me live, the link to my Twitch, the link to my Twitch is down below. So please come join me. And until then, thank you.